Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 38 of this Let's Play European Universalis 4. In the last episode, what did we do? That is a very good question. We founded Stormwind. No, Stormguard. We are Stormwind. This is Stormguard, a new colony, who hopefully will start expanding out here. Did we actually give you that subsidy in the end? Yes. We also have Care Tempest over here, who we are also subsidizing. Marvellous. And then finally, Care Fireflow, who is probably in the most dangerous spot, who is also getting money. Good! We are trying to counter some of the power over here of Aragon. We are probably going to start expanding onto this island there, because it is, in fact, part of this colonial region. Well, this southern part is, anyway. And we want to control as much of this as possible, so we can start shifting money to the Ivory Coast, as opposed to Safi. Although most of it is currently going to Safi, so we need to start sending some light ships down here. That is entirely reasonable, we can do that. Because over here in the Ivory Coast, we control 100% of where the money is going. Well, the exported money, the money that's staying here. Probably these guys. Who's this? Angola, of course. They're probably sucking up a bit of it, but we are shipping out the rest. We do have a trade company active down here, who should now be earning some money. I never really understand how this income generated by company works. Is that just instead of tax income? I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's never really explained where that money is going. Because what would they be earning that money on? Because I'm pretty sure that these just go straight to me. Let's see, who's in the company right now? You are not, you are not. You are not mine. Oh, I want you though. You're a trade post. And you, but you're in a different area. So it's only actually you who are currently in the trade company. You are producing 0.1, well actually a total of 0.02 apparently, although I'm not entirely sure how that maths works. I'm pretty sure that 0.01 plus 0 is 0.01. Who am I to complain? It's just doubling the money that that place is giving me in like the lowest possible terms. So I guess that 0.02 is the total production of... that's even higher. I have no idea. How are you making this much money? Don't know. I'm not going to question it. It's just income. So trade companies, good. Build them. So long as you've converted the religion, because apparently it means that you can't do missionaries there. So I am currently converting the Ivory Coast. Cape Coast will be next. And Dankira is already, but I don't think you're in a trade company region. No, you are not. Okay, cool. So we need to expand our holdings down here. We basically want to capture this entire coastline, ultimately, so we control all of the trade here and we can continue shifting as much money out as possible. The more land we own here, the less ships we need to use to control this trade, and the more ships we can send over here or elsewhere, probably here for a while at least. I would quite like to take like this island just so I have a little base where I can station light ships. Maybe we should start colonizing Madagascar. That is certainly a possibility. Aragon don't seem to be over here yet, though they do of course have that one spot. Is that the same trade company? No, it's a different one. Maybe we want to build here. Don't know. Decisions. Unfortunately, Ogaden has that one. Anyway, back in Europe, we are not doing much. Oh yeah, we started rebuilding our armies. That's what we were doing. Okay, cool. Continue, please. So we are earning money, we are raising manpower, we are repaying the loans that we do have. We only have 4 left, which is excellent. And we have a call to arms. Marienburg is fighting against Sweden. God damn it. But Marienburg really stuck by me in that previous coalition war, so yeah, I'll forsake Sweden. We can probably get an alliance again after this. I mean, sure, you dislike us right now. That's mostly because we're, fighting. I want to remain friendly towards you, though. So after this war is over, we can peace up with them again. Where are my heavies? We're going to need some heavy ships, because Sweden does in fact have a fairly large navy. Not large, only 4 heavies, so that should be more than enough. I just want to make sure that these guys don't get into trouble. In fact, I'd quite like you to go and repair. How are you so damaged? Ooh, and they need to do some upgrades. In fact, I'm going to split out the obsolete ships and go and get them upgraded. Am I actually? Because the next level is... No, I'm not. I'll upgrade them at the next level, so group you all together. Except I can't now. You, protect trade. And then next time you come into the same territory, you will then merge. That's fine. As long as you don't go in the opposite directions. Not just merge. Just merge. Yeah. Oh, Ivory Coast has been converted. Marvellous. We'll start doing the Cape Coast, and we will add the Ivory Coast to the trade company. So it should now be way more powerful. I think this is only calculated at the, whoa, quite a lot more powerful, end of the month. Why is that? It's just Ivory Coast is a lot richer. More production. So production in colonies is the good thing, because I don't think that having a trade company decreases production strength. I'm not going to do this, I just wanted to have a look. Increases trade power, decreases taxes, decreases manpower, so production is not affected. So you do want to build production places in these, except they are distant overseas, which doesn't seem to be a thing anymore. Really? This isn't counted as distant overseas? Sure it is. Really? Huh. Okay, I'm not going to complain about that, but what? Distant overseas used to apply basically a 75% penalty to everything that a province like these would output, and made them much less valuable, but apparently that's not a thing anymore. Might need to investigate that, because I'm not sure that's true. Colonists, are you doing anything? We have 2 colonies and 2 colonists, and I'd quite like to have another one, I think. Probably right there. So the larger of these 2, I will recall you. We will slow down to, just so I can skip a day, 26th, marvellous, and we'll send you there. Then, did they really... They really went for the little island? Really? Well, I guess that's the only place you can go. Huh, okay. Well, I definitely want this one, and then if they want that island, fine, whatever. That would be a pain to take if we do go to war. The other thing we were doing, of course, is palling up with Aleccio. So, what was that? Oh, Savoy, we knew that. Because they're building a colony here as well. So hopefully we'll be able to gang up against Aragon. I think we are roughly equal to Aragon's power. The only thing is we are split over 3 colonies. While they have most of their power concentrated here, they do have this one also building, but it's nowhere near as powerful just yet. Okay, is there anything way I actually mean to contribute to this war? You already seem to have the bigger navy. What are you actually fighting over? I'm pretty sure you're not attacking Sweden directly, you're after someone else. Yeah, you're up against Lolland. Lolland, is that Lolland? That is. Okay, so they want basically the Danish islands. Fair enough. Shouldn't be that much I need to do then. I mean, their navy is going to keep the Swedish army out of this fight. And that's all I would have contributed anyway. So I'm just here for the strength of alliance, I guess. Cool. I like cheap wars. Cheap wars are good. Let's decrease that and let's turn off all the forts. Don't need them on. Let's make more money, because money is good. Use caution, I don't want the extra inflation. Yes, I can get the new idea group. I'm still going to hold out because I'm still trying to get these 2 completed, so I'm not entirely sure what I actually want to do with that yet. We've got all the coring done. We definitely want this Diplotech as soon as possible. Maybe we should start getting Diplo people again. Probably worthwhile. Although I still want to finish this. In fact, I want to finish this, so then we get the 5% off on technologies, which means that these are then cheaper. Good, so we still want military. How far are we? We are about 100 away. We can get that, it's no problem. Do we control the coast? Oh, I know what I can do. I can blockade. And blockading actually earns me money too. Who are you? You are a merchantman. Good stuff. Of course, because we have to increase our cog fleet size. I'm not going to bother upgrading them. I mean, it does increase their combat capabilities, which means they're more survivable if they do get attacked. Cannons 4, hull 12, speed 5. Cannons 5, hull 15, speed 5. 6, 18. 8, 24. So merchantmen are quite a lot stronger. In fact, are these costing me more? That would be a reason to upgrade. They're not. Okay. So if I do have a load of spare money kicking around, I might upgrade them. Okay. So this army is now complete. Is that right? No, you're still building one unit of infantry. So we are going for the 12, 4, 10 makeup. So we want 12 of these, which we cannot afford anymore. But we have another 10 infantry on the way in for that. You can see them all popping up. That interface is really useful. I like it. Group. And then go to Essex and Mothball. I don't need you active. You guys are now ready. You can go over here and start blockading Sweden. Except only 10 heavies probably won't be able to blockade very much. Oh, I'm wrong. Very wrong. That'll do. Although I could blockade in here so they can't cross, but I don't really care. We have a claim on... Oh yes, we were fabricating claims. Of course we were. Because we are planning a war with Wagadu at some point in the not so distant future. So Gold Coast and Kumasi have been done. We can do Karoo or Guayman. We probably want Karoo more. Where's Weiler? Oh, it's all the ones in the same sea zone. Of course it is. You are sugar, which is valuable. Naval supplies, which are good. Tropical wood, which is very valuable. Ivory, which is fantastic. And slaves. A controversial topic, but one I am pleased that they introduced into this game, because, you know, it is a thing of this time period. You can choose to abolish it if you so choose. Slavery basically just increases the efficiency of your sugar, tobacco, and other plantations like that. I'm trying to think if I can actually show you how that works, but I don't have any slave territory, so I'm not sure I can. Do I want to repay this? Yes, I want to repay that. So yeah, basically any colonies over here which may be sugar producing, like this one, I think it's the goods produced is improved by the number of slaves you have in your empire, in the same way that assimilated natives is providing a bonus to goods production. It's very similar type of thing. Speaking of which, Fireflow is really kind of rebellious. I need to do something about that. It's just because they're big, and I'm not big enough. I need to spend more development on improving my own provinces. Not much I can do about it though. Okay, let's... oh no, we can't merge you. Deselect you, merge you two. Mothball, select all, merge. Okay. We have basically taken over Lolland. What is my contribution to this war? My contribution is currently 2%. Sweden's actually done a fair amount, but I don't want to piss off Sweden too much, because I do want to re-establish the alliance with them afterwards. We have got 10,000, 11, 12. That's those guys done. We can get one unit of cavalry coming. Ooh, we won quite a large sea battle. Oh, it was my light ships. Did we capture it or did they? We captured it. What are you? Oh, you're a merchantman. I might replace one of my old ships with that then. Cool. So apparently we got into a fight and then our allies jumped in on it. So we'll grab you, select you, mothball, group, get one of these cogs. No, you're a brig, you're not a cog. Or should I just keep it? I'll keep them for the moment. It is one ship that we don't necessarily need. I can just build them later. Nah, I'll get rid of one of the cogs because they're old. obsolete. Need to upgrade them. New idea. It is diplomatic for more naval force limits. That would really allow us to churn out a whole bunch of light ships to dominate the trade over here, which would earn us a ton more money through there. That is not a very bad idea, actually. I mean, I know we are already quite significantly below our force limit, but I like to think big. The other point, of course, is we do want to... Oh yeah, we definitely want this Diplotech before we start building light ships, because we want frigates. We don't want early frigates. Because we don't want to then have to upgrade them when they're so nearly obsolete. I think we will wait until we have completed military ideas and then we'll get diplomatic, and in the meantime, if we have surplus, we can invest it in production. I think that sounds like a better idea. Storm Guard has been completed. Marvellous. And we have converted. Good. Don't think we can convert these two because they are still 100% negatives. Yes, they are. Okay. Over here, another merchant ship. Another one. No, we're up to 28. Is that right? No, it's 26. So why do we have 28? Did I just do a major miscalculation? Or was a previous model going to be 28? Still forgot to mothball you. There we are. I just don't remember. I mean, I could add another 2,000 infantry to each army. It's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Yeah, Marienburg have now started their invasion of Sweden. Truce with Cordoba has ended. So that could all spark up again. So as soon as we have 2,000 manpower, we'll add another 2,000 infantry. Which we did do, but it didn't signal that we were building another two, for whatever reason. Did our third colonist arrive? Yes, he did. We're still doing that claim. Are there any other claims I want to fabricate while I'm at it? I probably want to on Picardy, actually. Let's see, what's this? This is Flanders. Yes, we definitely want Flanders. Go. English Channel ends on... So we just want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more provinces from them. 6, 7 actually, we want those two as well. And then we will actually control the whole English Channel. We can get all of that from just fighting Picardy, and because they're a big nation, war score will be... territorial war score will actually be less to take territory. It's easier to carve up a big nation than it is a small one. Natives. It's unfortunate. Fabricate another claim. We want Sierra Leone. And hopefully there won't be decades of civil war under our benevolent rule. Aha! We can get the next military idea. We will do so. Extra caravan power, which is kind of irrelevant. We're not actually transporting any stuff inland. So the way that caravan power works, and I do intend to, thank you very much for the feedback on whether to do a trade specific episode, and I definitely will do that. That is something I'm interested in pursuing. I just need to sit down with the time to plan it out and make sure I have all the facts and techniques and stuff down. But anyway, the way that caravans work is there are some nodes which you cannot use light ships on. For example, this one here in Champagne. Your trade here is boosted by having caravan power. And you can usually see that by someone having a high power here. Or is it? No, it's just straight power. Yeah, I think it's just this. So it's because Aragon has 50% extra. It's because of their trade caravans providing 50 points for free. Liège gets 35 for free because of their caravans. Aragon, Picardy, both 50, and then the others, like us, we have 0 because we have no caravan power. So all of our power is coming from trade upstream. Yeah, sorry, trade downstream. It's because we have so much power in the English Channel is basically giving us power here in Champagne. We're actually third, so we could actually shift quite a lot more money out of there. I need more merchants. I badly need more merchants. And these two might not be the most efficient right now, but they will be. Election. He died. Okay, so we were thinking about getting a new Diplotech guy. I seem to recall, although we still need to get this military idea, which at current speed will be in 4 years' time, which is a while. I mean, this is due to last 9 years. I'm going to go with military, and then the next one will be Diplo. I think that would be the wise way to do it. Grabaga was damaged, but it's not destroyed, so I'm not too concerned about that. We are still making a significant amount of money, which is excellent. We want to use caution there, and we want to submit some more troops here, so we want these two. Oh, now it's showing it. It's bizarre that it wasn't before. And actually, as we are growing this army, these numbers should be getting more and more in our favour. Yeah, giving them subsidies is helping as well. Wow, plus 23 a year. I mean, the maximum is only 15, but still. Admin efficiency is mine. It's plus 10%. And because their Liberty Desire is above 50%, they're not contributing any money to us. Care Tempest plus 5 tariff value. So this is an interesting one. So this should go up to 37. Sorry, no. This should go up to 17. This should not go up to 37 as it ordinarily would. But it does. Why? It shouldn't. That's the whole point of that event. So that event is actually pointless. Good to know. Because ordinarily you have this interaction which allows you to increase tariffs, and it specifically says this will increase your Liberty Desire by 5%. In the event it says it won't, it's just plus 5% tariffs, which makes it out to be a really good event, when in fact it's kind of rubbish. Okay, so Lolland has taken full annexation. Marienburg owes us 8 favours because of the effects of our ships, basically. Head on home. And we need to start cozying up to Sweden again. I'm sorry, Sweden. We can get another idea. Oh yeah, naval force limit. No, we were going to wait, weren't we? Just need to see if I remember that for next episode when it's actually likely to be relevant. Okay, we can continue building this army. We have those. We need 4 cavalry. And then I think that group is done. We have a claim on Flanders. Picardy are having some quite significant rebellions. Fabricate another claim. We want Calais. We need a source of cheap wine. That's how a lot of Brits think about Calais. It's just where all the cheap beer and wine warehouses are. Natives have risen up again. We have a claim on Sierra Leone. That is good. I think the next war we pursue will be against Ouagadougou. Although Picardy is extremely tempting, Ouagadougou has no allies. Oh, I need to wait for the diplomat to get home. Redeem has not been destroyed. Still there. Okay, fabricate claim. Because I don't really want these. No, I don't really want Wiada because that's going inland. No, I do want Wiada. I don't want Giaman. Wiada I do want, unless you're gold. Oh, your coffee. Horrible stuff. Can't stand it. If you were tea, however, that would change matters. Okay. Have you built everything? I think you have now. So we are probably over our force limit. No, we're at it, but we are still building 2 men. No, we have everyone. So we're exactly at our force limit. That was actually really well calculated, though completely and utterly fluky. And we can still build a whole bunch more ships, which we're not going to do because we're waiting. So we are basically now just waiting for manpower to tick up. And we can start really paying off loans. Lose 50 admin power, that's not very nice. We can, speaking of loans, repay another. Do it. Foreign ministers in Kent. Following effects. Is Kent one of the? Yeah, it is, but I couldn't convert it anyway, so kind of irrelevant. Once these loans have been paid off, we can start looking into buildings again, possibly some more universities, possibly some more like tax places. Which one was it? Temples. because we just need to improve the efficiency now of our territories through construction. Development is expensive. It's something we can do, but it's expensive. And then we need to kind of think about what we want to do more long term. I mean, like we said, we want that trade area, we want this trade area. We probably want to make it to India. I would say that would be our next kind of big goal. So we need a jumping off point to India. Who's that? Brittany. Oh, welcome to the colonial race. Picardy declared war on Liège. Liège being them. Who are you allied with? Pisa and Oberpfalz. No one very big. You are allied with Modena and Aragon. Yeah, that would be a really, really big war. Especially if I got Sweden in. It would be me, Sweden, Marienburg versus Picardy, Aragon. Technology. Which one? Admin? No, Diplo. It's tempting, but I'm going to try and get this military tech up, military idea first, and then I can get it cheaper and save more Diplo points and get more development as a result. Viada has been claimed. Good. Grand Ball. We can gain prestige and lose money. I think that's an excellent idea. Let's have a bit of a boogie, because that's totally what happens in these balls. Ouagadougou, I did not want to claim that other province, I don't think. Guillemon. Unless you lead to more gold. There's ivory. Oh, there is gold there. What are your ideas, just out of interest? Humanist, defensive, diplomatic. You have more cavalry, you have more prestige, less recruitment time, which is pointless. Recruitment barely takes any time anyway. Build cost, prestige decay. Your ideas are actually appalling. I was actually talking to a friend of mine at the pub yesterday about the different ideas and how custom nations work. Like Aragon got lucky. Their custom ideas are actually really good, but the player's custom nation will always be stronger because they kind of build that custom nation towards a certain goal, while the randomized ones are truly random. You can get some really, really bizarre combinations, and they'll just pick the really bad ideas, like I was saying with Ouagadougou with the recruitment time. Pointless. Like I was saying with Aragon, actually, with one of theirs. Which one was it? Chance of new heir. Plus 50%, really? You could have done much better with that. They have a weird combination of like military and economic, which actually works. And they have definitely kind of got lucky on that. I don't know if there is any underlying algorithm to define. I guess there must be, because I got heavy ship cost and heavy ship abilities. There must be some kind of like grouping together to make their ideas somewhat cohesive. But like Ouagadougou isn't. Build cost, prestige, inflation. See here, reduce inflation cost and yearly inflation reduction. The reduced inflation cost is the amount of admin it costs you to do that. But you already got built-in inflation reduction, which is your automatic one. So why would you ever need both? You don't. That's a silly combination. And a player would never do that, but the AI does. Infantry cost, land force limit, unrest, spy offense, ship durability. See, that one's quite good, and that's probably why Yugoslavia is doing quite well. And it's just these custom or dynamic nations, I think, will always be easier because the AI does dumb things with their ideas, and ideas matter a lot. Still can't quite afford that. How much manpower do I want to wait for before going to war with Ouagadougou? I don't think their army is very big. Let's have a look. Ooh, 30,000. It is quite big. Could have sworn that was down to like 12 at some point. Okay, Sweden's done their thing. They are friendly with us once more, and they want an alliance, which I will accept. Please tell me you're not... Oh, bugger, you're rivaled. That is unfortunate, because that's now going to upset you, who I'm going to improve relations with, because I'd quite like to keep you as a friend. See, trust is above 50, so with the new patch rules, that would mean that we would definitely keep that alliance with Marienburg, despite being an ally with their rival. However, Sweden, their trust being lower, wouldn't. And Picardy would never have broken their alliance with us. Losing control? Really? Uniform regulations means that cloth and dyes has increased in price, which is excellent, because I produce a lot of cloth. But we lose that. So, just to prove that, we can go in here and then trade goods, and you can see all this cloth over here. Lovely. Not as much as like Belgium, or the Netherlands, or northern France, but still a decent amount. And dyes was the other thing, which I think is mostly in the Far East, like over here would be mostly dyes. Dyes being... no, this is actually all spices. Where are the dyes? Are they in India? That's dyes. That's dyes. Yeah, there aren't very many of them. I guess it's mostly an Indian thing. Maybe Africa. Oh yeah, there's a bunch. One of the really interesting things the developers did in Victoria 2, actually, while I'm on that subject, the Heart of Darkness expansion changed how Africa works. So Africa became a lot more useful to colonize as a European Western power. And the reason for that is they made the decision to make Africa as it appeared to the Europeans, not how it actually was. So Africa is a lot richer than it historically is and was. So it made it really appealing for the Europeans to go and colonize it, when in fact it was not as rich. Although that said, if you look at the size of Africa as a continent, it is huge. And it actually has a massive amount of resource potential, which just hasn't yet been tapped. Which is why China is very interested in getting involved in Africa, because there is so much there. It just hasn't been reached yet. But I thought that was quite an interesting design decision, because it makes you really want to go to Africa, or like our own interest in Africa right now as a trading post. We want this coast so we can control the trade going into Europe. It's a strategic thing rather than economic. Well, it's still economic, but in a different way. Anyway, that is unfortunately all that we have got time for. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you've been enjoying this content. I will start working on that trade episode. I don't know precisely when it will be out. It could be in the next couple of days, or it could be next week. Probably won't be any later than that though, because I am quite keen to do it. I think it would be very helpful. If you have any tips or advice, please do leave a comment. If you just want to ask questions or know more stuff about me or about stuff I know about games, please do say, and I'll try and get around to answering them. I always enjoy hearing back from you, so please do keep those comments coming. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.